Chat bubbles are here! They're coming! We just had the live letter. The chat bubbles are on their way, but not right now. They're soon to be here. They're soon to be here. The chat bubbles will arrive imminently. We're promised. They showed it. They talked about it. But of course, that is paling in comparison to the fact that you can now see bangs through hats, and Vieira can wear hats now. It's the dream. The bunnies can wear hats, but unfortunately you may have to hide their ears, which is leading to mass controversy because you can't see ear bulge. There's a lack of ear bulge to go with it, and how can we live in a world where flopped down ears don't have a bulge? Yes, hats for cats. It's so, but best day ever. No, chat bubbles is best day ever. That's what it is. But of course, it is drama time one again. Oh my god. And there's a tale here that I just can't wait to dive into. Somebody is looking for our advice here, the jury of drama time. And of course, the advisors that we all are, ladies and gentlemen. The advisors we all are. It is called the Girls' Discord. The Girls' Discord. Did you know? Apparently, I didn't know. I'm learning this right now. That deep on the internet in the world of Discord. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, she's chose Isaac. As a reminder, it is Bex who decides who shall make an appearance in these stories from our wonderful website supporters. Thank you so much, guys. If you want your name in lights up here and to be a part of these tales, that's how you do it. Of course, send us a story. Anyone can do that. It's a drama at preachgaming.com. Would love to have that as well. Just don't upset Bex in any way, because if she decides that to be particularly rude to you, your name might appear in a story of particular intrigue and mystery and things like that. To my lovely live audience joining us here on this fine, gloriously humid day here. If I end up shiny as hell by the end of drama time, I apologize, but it is so hot in this room right now. It is unbelievable. I've got a fan blowing on me, but it is not enough. We need 2 guild names. There are no descriptions of what they're like, so we need two names. Of course, we've been playing Lies of P this week, which is a roller coaster of quality. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. We do need AC. We do. The Liars. That makes sense. The Liars. Yeah, we'll have the Liars. And Zalivor. Okay, yeah, Zalivor. That actually fits. We have just had been a hell of a week for news, man. Been a hell of a week. We've also had the new patch announcement for WoW. And we're going to be fighting Dimensius, who seems to be gobbling and eating everybody all the time. We have an official Vor boss. If I am a part of the Race to World First, I cannot promise my commentary will not be somewhat influenced by the tales of drama time. That might be a thing. That might be a thing. Who shall see? Full tour, baby. Full tour. We're doing it all. All right, let's see what this is about. The Girls Only Discord. Mikey! Oh, Mikey and the wonderful chat. I've been watching this for you for about 8 years, and I've decided it was time to send you a drama story. Of course, everybody has a story to tell if you've played some online games. I would love to hear from you. Just drama@preachgaming.com, that easy. And this story had a lot of impact on my mental health. Oh, Jesus. And writing this, I hope, will be therapeutic for me, because I kind of need it after what happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. How bad is this going to be? Mike, I also request your judgment. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's brace ourselves, guys. I don't know where we're going. Mike, our tale begins around 2.5 years ago, which is when I decided to start playing Guild Wars 2. Yes, I know I need to go back. Don't shout at me. I joined a guild doing World v World that was recruiting rangers, and only met recruiting rangers only, and I met someone in the guild who was looking for a QDPS for their raid. So I decided to join her raid group. Little did I know that this would be the most impactful and rude awakening moment in my entire MMO career since Final Fantasy XI. I joined their Discord, Zalivor, the guild, and their raid leader, Lame One, seemed like a decent person. But I kept noticing some odd things about him. He would keep mentioning drama stories and bad interactions with people that he had had through all his years in Guild Wars 2. Oh, note to our audio listeners, Lane 1 is actually here. I don't think you're in for a good time, buddy. I suspect. He's a little odd. He's a little odd, is our boy. He gave me red flags and weird vibes. So I didn't talk much to him, as I wasn't interested in the bizarre words that he would spew from his ever-flapping gums. That's a description of someone, isn't it? That's a description of someone. That's a way you could describe someone. Although, I did make a joke once about one of the bosses of Wing 7 being called Saber because he holds sabers as his weapons, which made him laugh for the first time I'd ever heard. Oh dear. I think we've transcended Turbo Nerd. We are now Cosmic Nerd. We have reached new heights of nerd. We have transcended Turbo Nerd. Sounds fun. This was in one of my first raids that I did with them. And I did more raids. Then about a few weeks later, I noticed their Discord was starting to become inactive. So I asked my friend who invited me to their Discord what's going on. She told me that there had been a big drama in that Discord. So Lane 1 had decided they needed a new, better Discord server. So I was then sent an invite to a different Discord to play with the same people. Any suggestions as to what it could be? Inappropriate picture? Doxing? What would make you abandon a Discord server entirely instead of just moderating it? A lot of randos and invited, maybe? Something like that? Let's clear out the roster. That's when I noticed even more red flags, my friends. Me and him were the only two males in the new Discord's raid. The other 6 were all girls. I said to myself, okay, maybe it's just a coincidence. A lot of girls are gaming. But then as time went on, I noticed some of the girls leaving the Discord one by one. And sure enough, shortly after, a new person would join who would also be a girl. I did not reach out to the people who left as I didn't want to be involved in any drama. I mean, you should find out what's going on, right? You should find out. It whispers like, is everything okay? Like, just a quick message to you should always check if you're with a pervert. I'm just saying, you should check. It's worthwhile. Just ask the question. Find out. Anyways, we're doing Wing 6, and we had to pug an extra member, and he was planning to kick that person because they were screwing up. I asked him to invite the person to the Discord so we can tell them what to do and raid lead them instead of just leaving them to it. Oh, nothing better than inviting a rando to your raid and then just hoping they know what to do. That's cool. Well, we did, and it turned out that this person was a girl who just wanted to play the game, and she was having fun learning a raid that she'd not done before. Now, Mike, I want to be clear on this. Before she joined the Discord, he was calling this person every name under the sun. A shitter, a noob, a waste of time. When he found out that she was a girl, Lane 1 changed immediately. He became so nice, so thoughtful, so caring, and started focusing on helping her, teaching her about raiding, teaching her the ropes, every piece of knowledge he could impart. And that's when I started to take more notice of a weird pattern with Lane 1. He didn't like men. In fact, If he thought he was playing in a group with other men, he would get very uncomfortable and angry. But when he was around women, he was the nicest person in the world. Now, I wasn't being treated badly, but I never really spoke to Lane 1. So I never really got any of these problems. So I kept playing with them, not paying much attention, as they were regularly raiding. The shit you guys go through to have a raid group is just unbelievable. It really is bizarre, the kind of bullshit some of you will go through just so you can definitely raid. There's people raiding all over the planet, man. There's so many places to go. Over time, the Discord grew and things went on weirdly. I later found out there was a lot of hidden channels in the Discord that I didn't know about. These channels were labeled Safe Environment, and it was where any confirmed girls were given a special role, so in Lane 1's words, they could all hang out together in a very safe environment. How is he confirming the girls? Is he looking up skirts? What's he doing here? Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. This is like red sun flag, right? This is red giant flag. This is galactic red flag. This is insanity is what this is. This is fucking crazy. Now, you guys are probably putting things together faster than I did. But a lot of things were starting to click. But, and I know, they were still regularly raiding on a schedule. And so I chose to ignore them. You fucking clown. It makes me so sad every fucking time, man. It makes me so sad. I'm still getting loot, so we're killing bosses. Lane 1 would always have some sort of drama going on with any of the guys who were sent invites to the Discord. He would target them until they would stop playing. And he kept also weirdly comparing himself to me. When I told him that I work and have a job, and that I was a consultant and I'd own my own car, he would say he was 33 and he proudly has never had a job a day in his life. On occasion, Mike, as I hung out more on voice comms, I would hear his mother in the background telling him to stop playing games and get a job. But, as I must remind you all, they were raiding regularly. I get it. I think we get it. I started to feel bad for him. Why? And because I am in HR, I tried to help him get a job. I said, I'll help you work on your CV because I've been through a lot in life and I didn't want anyone to go through the rough start I had. He got angry with me when I suggested these things. At some points, he started shouting at me whenever I proved him wrong on a topic, and especially if one of the girls thought he might be right. Okay. Actually, I do think that maybe there's a chance the world is flat. I had listened to a podcast. Now, after all these things, something happened that really made me upset. One of the girls that I played with, Nanalil, stopped showing up to the raid. She was the somewhat raid leader. She managed spreadsheets and did all the bureaucracy of running the guild on his behalf. So I decided it was worth asking this person as she has such an impact on our raid. Oh, now raiding's being impacted. I see. This is what spurred you on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, I can put up with all this bullshit, but if the raiding is affected and the schedule isn't on point, now I draw the fucking line, all right? Now, that's where I draw the line. I decided now it was time to ask her if she's okay. She said she'd been going through IRL things, and I hoped her well, and if she ever wanted someone to talk to about it, I'm more than happy to. Following our conversation, Nanalil completely stopped showing up. Are you okay? That's it. I'm out. I am fucking out. I am super out of this. But somehow, Lane One instantly replaced her with another girl. Where are you finding all these girls, Lane One? Are you just like stood in a city, just saying girls only raiding or something? What are you doing? He never even brought it up. He just carried on as if nothing had happened at all. And I was honestly really sad because I knew that IRL she was a teacher and I have a lot of respect for people in her profession. I did later find out why she stopped playing and showing up. It turns out there was some cheating involved in her life. I didn't want to dig deep into it because honestly it was none of my business and it was very heartbreaking. Okay, so it wasn't Lane... Okay, hold. Lane One did not cause her to leave. Is it possible, given our suspicions here, ladies and gentlemen, that Lane One is not a douche and he's actually an uber white knight trying to build a safe haven for women as only a man can? Because women can't do it for themselves. We all know that. And therefore it is up to us as males to make sure the women are safe. Right? What a hero. What a hero. What an absolute legend he is. Yeah, he's doing his duty. Yeah, exactly. He's not just a white knight. He's just fucking opaque, dude. Just clear as fuck. Mike, I stayed with them for a year, raiding with them, chatting with them from time to time, but he would always talk about how good I am in the new roles I would try. How I'm really good at video games. Because at some point I managed to get Thunder Fury in Classic WoW. And that is a life achievement that he never thought he could reach. Is there anybody else here who considers getting Thunder Fury a life achievement? It's nice to have goals. No job, by the way. Having Thunder Fury as a life achievement. I mean, it's cool. It is. For a certain amount of people on this planet, having Thunder Fury when it's relevant is very, very cool. So I can see that. It actually started to make me feel uncomfortable because he was sounding like he was projecting himself onto me. But he would always say that me and him have at least one thing in common. We're both virgins. It was really cringe. I'm 27 years old, and I believe people have their own paces in life of when they want to do things. Yeah, why does he know this? Why are you telling somebody that? Virgin, by the way. Nice to meet you. Name's Mike. Just thought I'd fill you in that. I like exercise, gaming, and I'm a virgin. So, you know, handshaking going on there. That's my opening line, really. Yeah. Shout outs to the virgins. At one point while I was hanging out with him, he had gotten drunk. And then he spoke a line that I will never forget about his life. In the middle of the conversation with several other women there, he said, "All I do in life is sit down at home and jerk off to women online." And that's what he does every day. Oh, there it is. Is that too much info? Instant disband. You know what? Let's just fucking kill this. Let's burn this with fire at this point. Mike, this line and listening to it as it was definitely very honest made me feel so disgusted at him on so many levels you can't imagine. I don't know. I've got pretty thick skin, dude. Later on, I decided it was time to leave the Discord for the first time. Because I was not making it a safe environment. What? I had become interested in someone in that Discord. Razor Gimpy. Uh-oh. Wait, are you buying into the safe environment thing? Are you, like, in on it? Are you like, oh, yeah, this makes sense? I told my friend who invited me with them that I might have a crush on her because she seemed nice and her voice was like that of an angel. And I wanted to talk to her. I asked for her opinion and she told me, fuck it, why not? Yeah. Do you think I should talk to Emma? What do you think? What do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? Should I talk to Emma? Yeah. So I built up the courage and I talked with Razor Gimpy for about a month. And it turns out we have a lot in common. I traveled to Japan. She wanted to go to Japan. We both grew up watching our older siblings play Kingdom Hearts and FF and were simply just enjoying talking with each other. At one point, I mentioned the point that one thing I've always wanted to do in life is go on a date because I've never been on one. And she said, I would happily go on a date with you. Making moves! Making fucking moves! Yo! Yeah, I'll do it. Send it, bro. Yeah, that's beautiful. I wasn't sure if she meant it. Oh my God, you're killing me. So I decided it would be polite to confirm. So I asked her clearly if she would like to try going on a date. Okay. She kind of gave me a yes. Kind of gave you a yes? Okay. So I said, all right, I'll check tomorrow if I could do it. Can I free up some time from my schedule to travel to Germany? Where is our author from? Do we know, Bex? It's not mentioned. All right, we're going to date a German girl. Instant mistake, by the way. Like, don't do that. They're going to feed you like raw beef, that Met shit or something. Yeah, you don't want to do this. This is a folly. I'm sorry, Miyu, but it's a folly. You know what's going to happen. You got to turn up and they're going to give you some fucking raw mince. Call it nice, and then it's just sausages, but not in the good way. That's what I'm saying, man. It is. It's folly. You don't want to do it. I asked her again the next day. She said no. Oof. Oh. Oh. I feel really bad. You know our boy was up all night planning the trip, costing it out, checking with real life to see what he could do. She said she didn't want to do it, but she still wanted to talk with me. But of course I was hurt. She seemed to like the attention I was giving her and the fact that I told her I liked her. So I said I will stop doing that. Jesus Christ. This is the most dead boner I've ever seen in my life. This is like 100 to 0 immediately. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is like when dirty talk goes wrong and you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow it down. I know you were calling me daddy, but you've now started calling me your dad's real name. I'm pretty sure you were saying, do me Fred. I'm not into it. All right, let's just go home. Let's call it a day. Let's get out of here, right? Let's call it. Let's leave it there. Yeah, that's done. This is over now. After that, we just sort of talked, but not a lot. Jesus Christ. Dude, our heart goes out to you, brother. Our heart goes out to you, brother. So I, of course, went on with my life and kept on raiding with them for a bit. And I decided to leave their Discord because I've always wanted to leave. But oh, you left because of the Razor Gimpy thing. But talking with Razor Gimpy made me realize that this group was not for me. Oh my God, but there's so many women in there, dude. You found like a honeypot and you're leaving because of one random bee? No, dude, you're in there. You know when they say there's plenty of fish in the sea? You were in the sea. You were there. Lane 1 is a fucking hero. Lane 1 is curating ladies from all over Guild Wars and just funneling them all into one Discord for you. He's the ultimate wingman. Lane 1 is doing all the work. You've got to give shout-outs. He's doing all the work. He's just wingmanning left, right, and center, just fucking getting all the girls in there. So I left the server, and a few weeks later, my friend asked me to come and join them again because they needed a player. So I was invited back to the Discord, but Lame One didn't know that I had left in the first place. Uh-oh. Upon my return, I got a message asking me why I had left his precious Discord. I just said I wasn't really hanging out with them much more or playing with them. If anyone wants to join his raids, you'll see him looking for people every Monday till Tuesday. He will always ask you to talk in the chat and join the Discord as a requirement around 8 o'clock CET, as I'm sure he's always looking for someone. After a few more months, I was about to quit my job, so I had a month off. I told them that I was traveling to Europe for the first time, just visiting multiple countries and finding myself. Now, this is where I ask for judgment. Because, Mike, I think I fucked things up. Some of the people in the Discord were hoping I would drop by their country and meet them. I was planning to go through Austria, Czech, Poland, Norway, and Iceland. Now, a girl in the server, Seraphim, said she would love to meet me as she enjoyed talking with me. She gave me a list of places to visit in Austria, and I've never met an Austrian girl who wasn't, like, tough as fucking nails. Austrian girls are a little scary. You want to be wary of any Austrian girls. Those girls will fuck you up, man. They're just... You got to be careful, all right? You got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Not shot putters, but just... There's a mean, vindictive streak behind those eyes, I'm telling you, man. Mm-hmm. She gave me a list of places to visit in Austria and that we can hang out together. I said sure. At the same time, I talked with one of my friends, Agagor, who was from Czech, told her I'm traveling, and we made plans to meet up in Austria, then go to Czech together. Now, Agagor only joined 1 or 2 raids at the time, but she didn't like the vibe, so she didn't hang out much. Is our boy going to get a 3-way dance here? Or is he... Okay, I don't know where this goes, obviously. Like, I'm reading this blind as you guys. If our hero here ends up in a potential triple threat match, Hell in the Cell, and fucking dips, I don't know where we go. Unless, actually, worst case scenario, our boy's in for a double pegging. It's an inverse spit roast. And you're the one eating the apple. You know what I mean? It's an inverse spit roast. Could be. Could be. I enjoyed talking to Agagor because she mentioned an anime called Golden Boy, which I like a lot. There ain't no way. It slaps. It fucking slaps. However, that's when I noticed something. When I added her privately on Discord, I noticed that Lame One had her as a friend as well. And he was unhappy with me once when I mentioned her in a raid. So I checked every person in the Discord, and he had added every girl that ever joined the raid to his private friends list. They're not all Lame One, right? No, they can't be. They've been talking. That's when I realized that Lame One was creeping on all the girls. Dude, you have to get laid at this point, right? Like... We all saw this like an hour ago. Are you kidding me? This is like just noticing the Eiffel Tower, but you've been in Paris for like a year. And you're like, what the fuck? What? Wow, where did that come from? Whoa, that is weird. Anyway, I went to Austria, to Vienna. I met Agagor there, and we also met Seraphim. We had fun together, but Seraphim got sick, and we took her home early. Then me and Agagor took the train to Czech. I went to a city called Brno, while she went to her hometown, as we were going to meet up the next day, and I'm glad to say we did. After the Czech trip, I went back to Austria as I was going to catch a plane to Poland to see some other online friends a few days later. While I was there, I met up with Seraphim again because she wanted to hang out more with me and was sorry that she had been sick. She's a uni student and she had forgotten her student ID when we went to a museum the first time I met her. So I paid for the ticket and told her that the money wasn't important and she didn't need to worry about it. She promised in return she was going to make me banana bread. I mean, we're fucking, right? Banana bread? Are you kidding me? Maybe I'm just a horny caveman, but you're making me banana bread? You're making banana bread? We fucking. That's on. That's game on, dude. Girl you just met, making you banana bread? It's game on, dude. It's game on. She did go and make me the banana bread. And that made me like her a little bit. A little bit? Are you kidding me? You know how much of a play baking for you is? That's big time, dude. That's casino. That's Las Vegas. That's not Blackpool. That's Las Vegas. She's baking for you, bro. Dude. This was the first time in my life that someone did something like that for me. I'm not going to feel sorry for you at this point, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No. So, me and Seraphim went out to a Japanese place, weebs, to eat food there, and she opened up to me about her personal life and started crying. So you're at dinner and she's crying at the table. I just want to be clear, Arthur. I don't know where this ends. This is not normal for most dates. I know this isn't like a date, but even still, it's not normal really that they end up crying. I can count on one hand the amount of times Emma has cried at a dinner table, and we have been to eat thousands of times, and always she was being a little bitch about it. To be honest, like, you got to suck that shit up, right? That's all I'm saying. You gotta suck those tears up like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. You gotta really drag that shit back in. You gotta toughen up, right? Beat your chest. But yeah, it was, jokes aside, it was relevant every time. And not because of me. Emma only cries at home because of me. Fuck yeah, dude. So she burst into tears at the dinner table, and I didn't know what to do. I'm kind of curious to our live audience, which is full of Casanovas here. What do you do if your girl starts crying at the table? It's not because of you, but you sat across from each other. It's a one-on-one, two-seater table, eye to eye, burst into tears. What's the play? Run, leave, hold her hand. Daily Rip's got it, yeah. Tell her to suck it up. So we're splitting the bill. Jerk off. Immediately order dessert. Okay. Start singing. Sit next to her, hold hand, arm around. Depends what it's about. Yeah, there's no one-stop solution. You got to understand the environment. You got to know what the context is. It's a contextual decision, you know what I mean? It depends. Is she crying because the salt shaker tipped over and a little bit of salt got on the table? Crazy. Stay the hell away from that. Right? Is it because, it could be anything, right? It depends. It's contextual. You got to think about it, what's going on. I've seen some people burst into tears over the most random shit in my life, and I'm like, oh, okay. So what you took earlier was not paracetamol. That makes sense. It depends, right? After some time, okay. I didn't know what to do, so I held her hand, gave her some emotional support. Watch it. You are balls dangling over the friend zone border. You're invading. Yeah? Be careful. You are 3 comments away from we can't date because I like you too much as a friend. Shotgun in the mouth, right? You've got to be fucking careful. You are toe-stepping. You're habitually toe-stepping. Careful. She seemed fine with what I was doing, and she stopped crying for a bit, and she opened up to me a bit more. All right? After some time, we decided to go out to more places together. I had a camera that she loved using. What year is it? Oh, is it a fancy camera with a big, thick, girthy lens? Nice. And I sort of told myself that I would like to support her a bit and cheer her up. What does that mean? I want to support you a bit. I think he just means emotionally. Yeah, I don't think we're getting financially involved here. I think he just means... No, I'm not a sugar daddy. I think it's just like, I'll be with you for the day. We spent the entire day together, and it was honestly one of the best days of my life. While I did think of her as someone that I might like, I still know it wasn't right to do anything and just be there to support her, and that's it. Okay. I left Austria, and she started talking to me more and more on Discord. We would hang out more together, be on chat together, and started hanging out more on the Discord because I just enjoyed her company. And seeing her cheer up made me happy. I think we're full friend zone. I think we're in there. I think we got sucked in, lads. Yeah, I think we fell in. I think we fell in. We flew too close to the sun. I think it happened. I spent a lot of my trip just joining the Discord and streaming the places that I had been and sending her pictures, which cheered her up. She started working hard on herself and got accepted into uni to change her life for the better. Oh, hold. She's got to fix herself first. We might be all right here. She's got to work on herself first. No point in starting a codependent relationship. Also bad news. Everything's still good. Let's play it cool. And it made me glad. I continued my journey to Poland, Norway, Iceland. I had fun in all of them. However, during my time in Poland, my friend who invited me to their guild asked me if I liked Seraphim, because she noticed that we were hanging out a lot. I told her that I do like her, and I think she is somebody worth investing in. But I don't want to ruin what we have. And I'll be honest with you all listening to this, deep down, I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. Stocks are up. Okay. All right. This is all very complicated. Can I ask a boomer question? Is this what it's like dating in 2025? Because back in my day, I don't like this at all. No, I guess it depends who you try to date, right? I guess it depends. For teenagers, yeah. I never want to end up feeling like an emotional support dog, you know? Like a Labrador sat there just waiting for shit to go wrong. That's not my idea of a good time, I'll tell you. After Iceland, I went back to Austria. Oh, he's returning again. It's the triple threat, dude. This is Austria the third, to meet up with Seraphim again. She was so happy that I had come back, and we hung out a lot. I brought her gifts from every country I'd been in, and she seemed cheerful. So let me get this straight, right? You're not sure it'll go anywhere or anything, but every place you'll visit, you're buying her a gift. Bro, who you fooling, dude? Who you fooling? Motherfucker, I travel the world. I'm very fortunate. I don't bring Emma back shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I'm in Boston this weekend. And she's like, what's it like? It's like, I'm having a really good time. I'll see you Monday. And that's it. That's it. The crawlers I'll tell you, I was in Sydney, Australia. I was in New Zealand. Did we get anything for Emma? No. Got myself a gift. I think I did get her a gift. I'm not a piece of shit, I promise you. Not all the time, anyway. We did get her a gift. She was so happy we hung out more. I brought her gifts from every country I've been in. She seemed cheerful. I hate that this pops up. So I did. I've got witnesses. I've got Australian witnesses. She then told me that we shouldn't have held hands, as that was meant for people who are really close. Oof. Holy shit. What? What the fuck? You know, you can hold hands with friends. It's fine. It doesn't mean you're fucking. You don't need to be like married to each other to hold hands. It's fine. I held hands when I was before date. I held hands with tons of girls that we weren't dating and weren't into or anything like that. It's totally fine. Sometimes girls just want to feel a bit safe. You know, it's nighttime. You're walking through a weird place. They'll hold hands with you. It's all good. It's all good. There ain't nothing going on. It's fine. I apologized and told her that in my panic, I thought we should hold hands, and I wasn't sure what to do. How old is she? You're 27. But she was very understanding of my mistake, as she knows I'm not the kind of person who takes advantage of situations. Bros, is holding hands taking advantage? Because, yeah. I mean, I've held hands, like, with, like, some of the girls that are in the chat right now. And it's been fine. Was I taking advantage? Am I a bad guy? Am I a bad guy? You monster. Am I a bad guy? I don't know. Guilty? Guilty as fuck. Oh, no. Shit, dude. Hey, I even kissed a woman in front of my wife. Not out of choice. Not out of choice. Shout outs to to Flower Lady. May she forever be remembered. Maybe she forever be remembered. That crazy lady. Jesus Christ. Shout outs. Oh no. Yeah, never forget Flower Girl. The return of Flower Lady. Oh, that crazy maniac. Emma deserves better. I'll let her know tonight. I'll let her know. She died? No. Well, I mean, she died in terms of we'll never see her ever again because Emma, I think Emma made her, like, give her, like, an epiphany on life or some shit. I think Emma tried to change the full course of her entire life. Yeah, it was. Emma, like, said some shit to her. It was amazing. It was a sight to behold, guys. It was incredible. Afterwards, we decided to go play billiards. Top banter. Love a bit of billiards. Yes, sir. And we spent our last days together, and then I went home. However, she mentioned his name in our last... Is this coming back to Isaac? Oh, shit. The return? Lurking in the shadows? Is the sandals? Is it... Is Isaac... Is it... Lame One? Is Lame One coming back in again? However, she mentioned his name on our last day. I had a feeling some shit was going to go down. Oh, no. Now, Mike, when I got back to my home country, we still don't know where you're from. Where are you from? And I talked with her. I noticed something had changed. Uh-oh. The DMs became less and less. She was talking to me less and less. So I asked her, what's up? Have I fucked up? Have I done something wrong? When I sent that message, she didn't type a response. Instead, she decided to call me directly. She let me know that she had decided to go to Lame One to talk about me. To get perspective. Lame One had laid out everything for her. That I was trying to take advantage of her in a sense. That I was looking for love. Because the things that we had done while I was with her were all things that only couples would do. What, go to a museum? I sure hope none of the girls here have been to a museum with a male that they weren't with. You slags. Why would you do that? I hope none of you have ever eaten dinner with somebody like, oh, whoa, let's slow this bitch down. I hope none of you have ever eaten dinner. Can you imagine? What if our parents were to find out? Can you imagine? But she was struggling because she knew that I'm not like that. and that she felt it would be better if I then went and talked to Lame One, because she believes he only has her best interests at heart because of the wonderful, safe environment that he had built for women. Motherfucker, what is this clown fiesta? Oh my God. Why else will the guy build a Discord full of women if not for our own benefit and not his own? Does that make any sense to anybody? Does that make sense to anybody at all? You can tell he doesn't like men. When the men join, he don't like it. Yeah, can we all just give a little round of applause to Lane One for being a hero for women, for standing up for women in such... I mean, what a good guy. What a good... Round of applause. Round of applause for creating such a safe, wonderful environment. I take care of women because they're incapable of doing so themselves. I feel like it should be engraved in stone, Lane One. She said he has obvious problems with men because of misogyny. But women like being in the Discord with him because he's not trying to fuck them. Mm-hmm. I really hope, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I really hope that it turns out to be true. And Lane One is like asexual. He really believes that he's doing these wonderful things for all these girls who are being preyed upon by thirsty gamers all over the planet. I would love that to turn out to be true. He's like just not into it at all. Just straight up like, no, I am trying to build a wonderful female paradise of safety in gaming. That's what he's after. I lost my fucking shit in my brain. I panicked. I didn't know what to do or say. So I told her I'm not like that. I told her a bit about my personal life, and in no way in hell I'm that kind of person. What kind of person? Oh, the advantage-taking person. Okay. However, I was going to reach out to Lane One. If he had any problems with me, he said no. If he had any problems with me, he said nope. And that he would love to have me around and that I could play any games with anyone. Deep down, I knew that he was completely full of shit. So I decided to leave the Discord again. Oh. After that, my friendship with Seraphim got worse. They had moved to one of the secret safe Discord channels, and I didn't have the role to see. They would tell her that he's just waiting for you because he thinks he has a chance with you. Or any disgusting shit you could think of, and it was better that she stayed out of the public Discord channels away from me, and that all I was after was to lose my virginity with her, and that I flirt with girls all the time. This is so high school. I kind of love it. This is crazy. Who's got time for all this shit? Jesus Christ. Who's got time for all this? What are you doing? Go and farm a fucking legendary or something. I told them that I can't hang out with them if you guys are just hanging out in a secret Discord channel. So they stayed in the secret Discord channel. Singled me out as if I never existed. I visited those people in their fucking countries, man. Oh, that is really grim. Yeah, I mean, jokes aside, this is really sad. Like, he spent IRL time with these people, but also, Arthur, these people are crazy as fuck. Right? You see that now, surely, after all the bants here today. If you go meet people and spend time with them IRL, and then you come back to this shit, all right. We had so much fun, but in the end, it turned toxic and it hurt me mentally. I can see that. I can see why. I had a genuine heartbreak at the time, and I had my first ever panic attack. Yeah, this is not in any way normal behavior at all. Not even close. Not even close. And this is one of those things that happens because the only people who stick around for it for more than 5 minutes, you know, all those people who kept leaving all the time, are the people susceptible to this shit. This is like cult shit. Everybody else is dipping immediately like, this is fucked, I'm out of here. Now, I didn't know what to do. I contacted my best friend of 11 years, Lyrica. I told her that I'm having a panic attack and I don't know what to do. She talked to me for about 2 hours and told me the situation is textbook toxic. She was emotionally vulnerable, and I've never had an emotional connection with anyone. And Lane One being involved in the situation made it worse. She even said I'm incapable of being like that. I'm too kind and gentle, and it meant a lot to me. And Lane One is a creep, and he sees me as a threat for existing, and that his Discord is some sort of lion pride. 2 males is too much for it. Lane One's a lion. Lion. Mike, I want you all to know I did try and mend things with Seraphim. It didn't work. I do not believe we will ever be friends again, even though I did like her. That's not your fault, sir. If you're looking for any advice, that's okay. It's not your fault. To end things in a better place, the whole thing made me go to the gym more. Oh, shit, we lifting! Fuck Seraphim. I can bench 225. Easy game. And I started seeking some therapy to get my shit together. I did ask some of my friends and told them the situation. They all said I did the right thing. Yeah. I believe them and never coming back. But that she was stupid for believing a guy on the internet who had created a female Discord and that I dodged a bullet. Yeah. I was judging myself if I'm a good person or not. But deep down, I know I'm good. Thanks for listening, my story. And my judgment question is this. Did I do the right thing for leaving them? Yeah, dude. The wrong thing you did was not leaving immediately and ignoring very, very blatant red flags. Like massive red alert signs going on that everybody here noticed immediately. Within a second of this starting, we were all like, oh shit, like this is bad, right? Everybody here was like, oh fuck me, this is really bad. Like, yeah, we saw it coming a mile away, bro. Did I make things awkward with Seraphim? No, fuck Seraphim. I know you like her, but dude, bro, nah. And should I have tried to follow through and pretend that I liked Lane One? No. And stayed in their little drama. Should I have stayed in their drama Discord? No. But, I mean, this is like uber gaslighting, right? I imagine some people here have been through this where they're not sure if it's them that's caused this weird scenario. Like, what the fuck is going on? I cannot stress to you guys enough. If things seem a little odd, check it out fast. I would have recommended that you message one of the first people you saw leave, especially 2 of them. If you see 2 people leave pretty quickly, send a message, because those are probably the people who recognized what was going on and got the fuck out of there. And then you would have been good within about a week. You'd have been like, oh yeah, this is fucking weird, right? This is, okay, shit's going on. Great story, and I genuinely believe this is probably pretty relatable to a lot of people. I like stories like that. I think this could actually serve as probably a warning to a lot of people who maybe aren't great socially and reading these cues. Something we take for granted is, that we can read all those social cues and be like, oh yeah, this is bad, let's get out of there. A lot of people can't read those things or get them wrong or like just haven't had experience, especially post-COVID where everybody was trapped in fucking side forever and didn't get to be around people. I love that story very much, not because of like the way it went down, but I think it does have a lot of good things for a lot of people who might listen to this. So thank you very much for sending it. It's at 5. I am going to go and see my family, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go do that. We are literally stood in front of the final boss in Lies of P, the big bad boss, which we'll be doing Monday morning. Next week, we're also going to be jumping into FF14 to check out their new content, some space stuff, and their new Bosnia because of all the shit that happened today in the live letter. And also a bit of Lies of P DLC is going on. So it's going to be really busy, really fun next week. I'm excited for it. It's going to be good. Thank you for a wonderful day. Hope you guys are good, and I will see you Monday.